Hey, welcome back to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and I was just wondering why our most common wireless technology is named after a medieval warlord with dental issues. I'm talking about Bluetooth, folks. Please like and subscribe right now. I promise I'm not as annoying as that intro was. And so you can keep up every day. I do this every single day, and thus it may sound like I'm losing my mind sometimes, but it's only because I am living in this world of facts this year. This is consuming. Let's get right into it. Why is it called Bluetooth, all right? Bluetooth, we use it for headphones, laptops, car speakers, all that jazz, But have you ever stopped to wonder why is it called that? Like, you ever thought about it? You ever just look at stuff you see every day and go, why? Do you realize there's runes on the logo that you see every single day? You probably see this every single day. Do you realize that there's Scandinavian runes on the logo? Because it's mind-blowing. At least it's mind-blowing if you're a huge dork like me. For other people, they're just like, dude, you need to chill out. But I can't chill out. This is how I was born. But yeah, it turns out Bluetooth is named after a real Viking king, Harald Bluetooth Gormsson. He ruled Denmark and Norway in the late 900s. He was known for two things: uniting feuding Scandinavian tribes under a single rule, and possibly having a dead, discolored tooth that gave him his nickname. So let's fast forward 1,000 years to the 1990s. A group of engineers at Intel, Ericsson, and Nokia were trying to standardize short-range wireless communication. At the time, devices couldn't really easily talk to each other. Phones, laptops, printers, and headsets, they all used different protocols, The Bluetooth was kind of the Rosetta Stone for communication between these devices. One Intel engineer, Jim Kardach, was reading a book on Viking history, and he saw the story of King Harald, and he thought, hey, this king brought together warring factions of Scandinavia, just like we're trying to unify competing technologies. And so he pitched the name Bluetooth as a placeholder in kind of like a half-joking way. And he even made a PowerPoint slide with a picture of Harald holding a laptop and a cell phone, like the Rune Stone version of him just holding a laptop and cell phone. It was just a joke, right? Just like a little nerdy engineer joke that I appreciate. But it stuck. But everyone hated it at first, which I also think is really funny. Like, everyone was like, yeah, dude, all right, Jim, great idea, funny man, but we'll use it as a placeholder until marketing comes up with something a little better. And then the PR team was like, ugh, I hate that idea, Jim. I hate the idea of giving out rune stones to little journalists. Like Bluetooth's gonna sink like a rock if we do that. That's just what they said. They thought it was a gross name, and they thought everyone who ever used Bluetooth in the future would be thinking of a gross, rotting tooth. So they originally planned to launch the tech under a more generic name, PAN, P-A-N, Personal Area Networking, but the trademark wasn't ready in time, so they kept the placeholder. A global focus group even tested new names, and they had this one that I think is so much worse. I just want to say, Jim, you nailed it, my brother. The one that the focus group tested was Comgo, C-O-M-E-G-O, so maybe like Comigo, because it's like big C, little o, big M, little e, big G, little o, Comigo, but it looks like Comgo. And Bluetooth actually scored the worst in this focus group. So everyone was like, Bluetooth sucks, dude. But at this point, industry awareness was already too strong to change it. So they were like, we got to keep it with Bluetooth. We don't have a trademark. Yeah, we're going with Bluetooth. Jim Kardach said he was promised $500 for the winning name, but he actually only received $200. This reminds me of the guy that invented the microwave who got $2,000 from Raytheon. But I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Jim Kardach after this, and I'm going to either, one, apologize for mispronouncing his last name, apologize for being reductive about the details of this intricate story, but I also want to just say, hey, cool, man. You're just right down our alley of nerdy, interesting, you think you're funny just like I do, but but you miss. Like 80% of the people just think you're annoying. I love it. I love it. So now that name is permanent. A 1,000-year-old Viking nickname is now embedded in every wireless device you own. And so, yeah, going back to the Bluetooth logo, that symbol is actually a bind rune. A bind rune is a combination of Norse runes. And this particular one is a combination of the Norse runes for the letter H and the letter B for Harald Bluetooth. So you're literally pairing devices with Viking letters. And as for his actual tooth, no one really knows for sure if it was blue, black, or just metaphorical. Maybe he just had the worst breath in the world. Maybe his teeth were really sad. But honestly, it really doesn't matter. It's a funny thought, I think, just to be dead for a thousand years, then all of a sudden there's this huge spike and people saying your name all the time. That's a weird renaissance. So there you have it. You know, the next time your headphones connect, just remember you owe that pairing to a medieval Viking with questionable dental hygiene. But I'm guessing a lot of Vikings had questionable dental hygiene, thanks to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please leave me a comment, especially if you're Jim Kardach. Again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I really liked your website. That's where I learned a lot of this. Please follow, rate, like, and subscribe. You will see him listed as a source in my YouTube description, at Smartest Year Ever on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts for the full episodes, at Smartest Year Ever on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts for your daily clips. Go check the 1-minute version out. In the meantime, stay curious, stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow on the Smartest Year Ever.